Hello people of YouTube, welcome back to yet another video on our channel, Creative Readers, etc. The channel where we do creative things that sometimes involve reading, etc. I'm Cassandra and I'm one of the 3 people that run this channel. There's also Maddie and Lexi. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my commissioned bullet journals from 2019. Now, these were kind of 2020 journals that I made in 2019, but I had 3 of my friends commission me to make bullet journals for them. So I made from whatever date they selected all the way through to 12 months basically. And I didn't record me making these just because I had a set amount of time I had to work on these and make the entire journal. So all I did was show you the flip through at the very end after I created the full thing. So I'm going to show it to you now. Let's get right into the video. So the first journal that I made was for a girl named Katie, and she really liked cacti and cactuses and such, so that is what I decorated the cover with. Now, when I decorated each cover, I got to kind of choose what I put on the cover because I never charged them for like the stickers or anything of what I did. But anyway, moving right into the journal, the key and the birthdays are cactus because, you know, she likes it. And then I did the yearly spread and the year in pixels for the mood. And then I also wrote that it was created by me and when I started and finished. So the first month was September and she asked for a dream catcher theme, and I actually really enjoyed how this spread turned out. Now with each spread I did a cover page, a calendar, a homework tracker, and then weekdays because I wasn't going to do like a mood and habit tracker and all the extra stuff that I usually do in my own journals for these commissions because that would have cost way too much money and time for me to make. For October, the theme was Melanie Martinez / bubbles. So I did the bubbles in the Melanie Martinez-esque colors, and this was a cute one to do. And I added some Melanie Martinez quotes. Then in November, she wanted basketball because that's when the basketball season was in full swing. And so I just did a bunch of basketball-y things, and the amount of times that I had to draw a basketball, just big yikes. I also love doing the quotes at the end of the pages just because it's a fun thing to do. December was avocados, and this was also a really fun one, and it was kind of therapeutic to draw that many avocados, I'm not gonna lie. Then of course I had to do the vine of an avocado. Thanks. 2020 page to separate the next, and then January, this was inspired by Pinterest. I don't think I have the Pinterest user I got it from because I did this ages ago, but I think it was on Instagram or something. But I really enjoyed recreating this because I got in a bit of an artist block, so it was cool to draw inspiration from someone else's journal. February, it was flowers / lily pads. So yeah, I just did lily pads and flowers. Pretty simple. And yeah, I messed up on the ordering of the pages, but it didn't affect it too bad. March is cactus. March is cacti, and once again, just, you know, drawing a bunch of tiny little doodles over and over again. Then April was track. Now track was a hard theme to do, so I just drew a bunch of discuses because she threw discus, and yeah, she actually liked it, but I was like, how do I represent a track theme? May was another one that I was really proud of. I spent like 4 hours just on May drawing all these sunflowers. I listened to like an entire audiobook. It was so fun to just relax and draw sunflowers over and over and over and over again. And this quote page turned out gorgeous. Absolute favorite. June was a fun one I did at camp, during my video camp during the summer, and it was fruits. And so I just did a bunch of fun summery-esque fruits, and it was just really bright and summery, and it was a lot of fun to do. July was another summery theme. It was just bright colors and I did shapes and everything, and it's just very summery. So a fun spread and very colorful. August was softball because that's when softball was happening, I guess. Yeah, so I just did a bunch of softballs. This one was fun to do. It was really therapeutic because it was really easy to make. And that was the last month that I did for Katie's journal. Moving on to the next journal I created, the first spreads was the key and the birthday tracker, and I made it blue because that's actually her favorite color, and then I did the year in review orange to represent basketball because she really likes basketball. So the first one was autumn/basketball, so I combined leaves and basketballs. So this was a fun like merging of prompts or themes. December was Christmas, so just a basic Christmas theme. Just doing some basic clip art of some Christmassy things. I really like that quote with the silver sparkles around it. And then January was fireworks. I took inspiration from Amanda Rach Lee's January spread from, I think it was 2019 maybe, just doing fireworks with my gold and silver gel pen. So pretty basic and sparkly. February turned out really pretty. I like the turtles, and that was the theme, was turtles. I actually started out on the weekdays drawing adorable turtles, but after that took way too long. I ended up just doing bubbles and shells for the other things. March was a cool one. It was clouds, and I do believe this one was inspired by Instagram. I liked the calendar where I did the different clouds as the different weekdays, and then once again it was pretty therapeutic because it was fairly easy to do and just add blue accents too. April was another cactus theme, so I wanted to try to take a different approach, and I used a lighter green than the other one, and I'm flipping through pretty quickly because I mean all the weekdays are fairly similar. May was pineapples, and the cover page turned out so cute, and the calendar is so aesthetically pleasing. Like, it's something about it, it's just so pretty. And yeah, I just did the color scheme for all of May. June was another sunflower theme, so I wanted to try again with a different approach on it, so I did sunflowers in the corner rather than taking up the entire spread. July was her birthday month, so she requested a birthday theme. So I just did blue/purple, and I did candles and such just for a birthday theme. And then August was ice cream. This one was a cute calendar. I enjoyed doing that. And then I was just pink and purple with ice cream. So once again, pretty basic. September was volleyball. This was a fun one because I do volleyball myself, and it was really aesthetic and fun to draw volleyballs over and over again because they look difficult to draw, but once you know how to draw them, they turn out really cool. And she's also a setter, so it was kind of like a fun little inside joke. October was pumpkin/Halloween. I really liked how these turned out. Once again, fairly basic, but yeah, and that's the end of the journal. Funnily enough, the next journal that I created was for another girl named Cheyenne. It was just spelt differently, and she liked sunflowers, so I had sunflowers on the cover. Though they did peel off, that's a whole nother story I don't want to get into. And this was specifically for 2020, and I started in November and then I finished in January, but oh my goodness, this journal was the hardest one for me to make because I got artist block, and it was just, after making this being my third journal, I was just sick of making bullet journals at this point, and I was getting behind on my own bullet journal, and everything was just a hot mess. But here's my third cacti theme for this journal. February was unicorns. It was kind of a fun, aesthetic, kind of playful theme to put together. March was turtles and like aquatic stuff. So I found these clip art pictures and just drew them over and over again, and they actually turned out really, really cute, and I'm kind of really happy with how this theme turned out. April was hot air balloons / clouds, and I was inspired by Amanda Rach Lee's bullet journal with the hot air balloons and then the cloud theme that I did from last journal. So it was a fun one. I really liked the colors that I used, and it turned out really pretty. May was flowers, and she didn't give me a specific flower, so I used these cherry blossoms, and oh my gosh, I don't think they're cherry blossoms, but they're pretty, and they're pretty fun to draw as well. And I know I keep saying that, but some of these themes were painful to make. And this one was funny because I accidentally put July instead of June, so I had to like improvise. But another sunflower theme, because I guess everyone's basic these days, you know, with the sunflowers. July was donuts, and let me tell you, every time I see this spread, it makes me crave donuts, and it makes me depressed because how long it took to draw in those sprinkles. 10 out of 10, do not recommend, because those sprinkles were the death of me. August was a music / band theme, so it was just music notes. Pretty basic and fairly fun to do just because how repetitive and therapeutic it was. Oh, and I really liked how the quote page turned out. For September, it was foxes, and oh my gosh, it was so painful to figure out what I wanted to do for these, but once I did, it turned out so cute. And then October was another pumpkin theme, and so once again, drew some pumpkins. November, she asked me to do a Friends themed, so I did the different dot colors and I did the little picture frame. I've never seen Friends, but doing the font and doing the little dots was really fun, and then the quote page was also really cool to put together. December was Christmas again, which is funny because I hate making Christmas spreads, but this one turned out kind of fun, and doing all the different boxes and making them all look different. And that was the last page for Cheyenne's bullet journal. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I wanted to provide just a little bit more information about these journals. I charged $50 each for me to make them, but the journal cost was separate. So I bought these Scribwell journals, and they varied from $11 to $13 depending on what color they got. And yes, I charged them the amount of money it took me to buy the journal, and that was kind of like their down payment. So they bought the journal from me, and then I charged them $50 for me to actually create the journal. And those were kind of like the costs that I decided to put, and I felt like it was a reasonable price. Part of me wanted to charge more because of how many hours of work and time I put into each of these journals, but I thought $50 was kind of like the max that people were going to spend, and all of them really, really liked it. I was super proud of it, and it kind of put me in a bullet journal slump, I'm not gonna lie. But it's totally okay because I got through them and I really enjoyed the end outcome. And it was really fun to work on like other people's journals. So I tried things that I wouldn't usually try in my own journal, and it was so fun to create, even though I put many, many hours of stress and time into them. But I want to thank you once again for watching all the way to the end. If you like this video, please do give us a thumbs up, and also comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite journal is or your favorite journal spread. And also consider subscribing. We recently hit 100 subscribers, and that is mind-boggling to think. I don't even think I can list off 100 people that I personally know. So thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts, meaning Maddie, Lexi, and I. We put a lot of time and energy into this channel, and I'm glad you're enjoying our content. So do subscribe if you want to see more. We do creative things such as bullet journal setups and speed arts, bookish things such as book hauls and book vlogs, and etc., which is whatever the heck we feel like posting at the time. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye guys!